Hello everyone, this is Raj. Welcome to the world of Salesforce. Today is the day 43 class where we are going to discuss email approval in approval process. Okay. So till yesterday's class we have created manual approval process, right? We have not automated anything. So in order to automate what we are going to do, so we need to call whatever we have created approval process, we need to call in a flow. Right? So in the flow, we are having certain conditions, right? Automation conditions. So whether it is created or updated, so then this approval process is going to fire. Okay. So those things we are going to discuss in the later classes. So today we are going to discuss. So whatever the approval process we have designed, right? It is a manual. We have created one button. Manual button is there. So submit for approval. The button is there. When the user click on this button, so it is going for an approval, right? So and user logging into the Salesforce and he is going to approve this, right? Suppose I want to approve via email only itself because we are sending anyhow, we are sending emails, right, to the owners. So from the email itself, how I am going to approve it, right? Those things we are going to discuss in this class. And yesterday's class, so we have seen, right? Let me go into the Salesforce. So yesterday's class, I think we have practiced this session, right? So we have created manual approval process with some of the steps here, right? So whenever you have created this approval process, there you have observed, where is this? There you have observed. So immediately, so let me activate this. Immediately it is getting rejected, right? So I said you to see where the exact error is, right? Now let me activate this. Okay. So let me go back to Salesforce. In which object it is? Okay, opportunity. Let me go back to opportunity. Okay. So open any one of this and update the percentage. Let me remove this. Save and click on submit for approval. Okay, there is a button. It is a manual button, right? Submit for approval. Click on submit. See what happened? Immediately it is getting rejected, right? So what is happening here? Why it is getting rejected? See, whatever the discount we have given, we have provided here. So it is 6%, right? But in the approval process, we have updated it as, see, in the starting it is discount is greater than, it is taking some value, not as a percentage. Here the field is percentage, right? Here the field is percentage. So by default, it is going to take 0.06. Okay, no problem. But from here, see here, so discount is greater than 0.02. It is a value. It is I am given it is a value here. So if you come down here also see. So if the discount is greater than 0.02 and less than 0.04, I am taking here, right? But the what is the value here? If you go back to here, what is the value here? 6. That is the reason system is not understood. So they have given 6, but here the all the approval process are under 0.02, 0.04, 0.08, like this the values are. So whatever the values we have provided on the UI screen, right? So those values are not there in the approval process. So by default, it is going for the last option. What is this last option? Reject behavior is final rejection. Directly it is going for a final rejection. Got it right? So directly it is jumping into a final rejection. Right? So then we need to update this to, so greater than or equals to 2 and less than or less than 4. Like the same way you need to update 4 and 6 and next 6 and 8 like this. Right? These are the steps we need to follow. And here, if you are seeing this first step, so it is directly going for the manager approval, right? So if it is in between 2% greater than 2 and less than 4, right? So if it is in between 2, 3, so it is going for a manager approval, right? So it is going for a managed approval. If you open this, see here, go back to next. If you come down, see. So whenever this criteria is going to met, right? So it is going for a next step, right? So that means if this, let me say, if the percentage is 2%, and here I am updating it as 4. Okay, click on next. It is going for the next step, right? So if the criteria is not met, if the criteria is not met, that means if it is in between 2 and 3, let us say, right? If the percentage is 2% or 3%, then immediately it is going for a this manager approval. See, who is this related user is approver one manager. Directly it is going for a manager approval. Okay, so let me go back to previous. For example, if the percentage is 5%, then it is going for a next step. See, if the criteria is not met, then it is going for a next step. Okay, so let me go back to the previous screen. So now it is going for a next step. So here I am update, here I am checking, here also the same. So it is going for a next step. This is the second. So in the second scenario, that is in the second approval step, it is checking for the first approver. Who is the first approver? Manager. Who is the second approver? Senior manager. That means the discount is greater than 4%. So it should go for the two approvals. Okay, approver one is the manager and approver two is the senior manager. If the discount is greater than 4%, so greater than 6% means that is in between 7, right? So if the discount is 7%, then it should go for 3 approvers. See here, approver 1 manager, approver 2 senior manager, approver 3 vice president. Okay, but how the status will be changed here? Here I have given the status, right? Since it is not automation, right? So there is no automation behind it. So we have not automated anything in this approval process, right? So based on this approval process, whatever the actions are there. So here I'm giving the action as, right? If this manager is approved, then field is updating is at manager approved, right? Then come to the next step. So here also I'm updating it as manager approved, but here you can see this. So immediately whenever the submit for, when you click on the submit for approval, initial submit as initial submission action, right? Directly it is updating the status as submit for approval. Got it? So if you go here, where is status? So immediately it is updating it as submitted for approval. So if the manager one is approved, right? If the manager one is approved, then it should go for senior manager approval pending, right? Senior, this the manager approved status should automated in the behind process, right? By using some flows or by using some Apex classes or by using some triggers. So we can update this, but we have not written anything here. Directly, we need to check this as senior manager approval pending. If the first manager is approved, right? So then the same thing. For example, the discount is 7%. Then it should go for manager approval. After that, what the status should be senior manager approval pending. If senior manager approved, then it should go for VP approval pending. Okay. This senior manager approved, VP approved, these 3 statuses should come from any automation. Okay. So let me update this. See here, I have updated all these things here for time being. If you come down, see, let me go to the screen, edit this, click on next. See, now the discount is greater or equals to 2% I am taking and less than 4%, right? So if it is in between these two, then it is going for a manager approval. See here, going for a manager approval. So this step is fine for me, right? Calm down. Next, come to this step. So if it is greater than 4%, right? If it is greater than 4%, it is going to see here. Else, go to the next step. Yes. What is the next step here? Click on edit. Now I have updated this to come down. See, I have updated this to 0.04 to 4 and 0.06 to 6. Right? If the discount is greater or equals to 4 and less than 6, go to next. So who is the approver manager? So approver one should approve first of all. This is the first step. Right? This is the first step. Now go back. So if the manager one approved, right? If the manager one approved, the approver actions. See what is the approval actions? After the manager approved, then something should be updated. Here two things. There are two fields may be updated, right? What are the two fields? Here the field should be updated as manager approved or senior manager approval pending. These two can be updated, right? So once the manager is approved in this status, there are two options for us. So manager approved can be displayed or senior manager approved can be displayed. There are two options for us to display, right? So I am taking here senior whenever the user logged in. So instead of showing approved, so directly he can see this. Okay, next approval is senior manager approval pending, right? If he sees this option, then he can follow up with the senior manager, right? Instead of showing this manager approved. So if you want to show this manager approved option, then you can write another flow, right, in the backend. So for now, so if the user logged into the screen, okay, first step is complete. A manager approved means then immediately it should update a senior manager approval pending. So then whenever the user logged into the screen, then he can see this. Okay, this option is the next approval is senior manager approval pending. Okay, now come back to our flow. See here. So I have updated this field to senior manager approval pending. Right? Now come to the next step. Go back to the next step. Right? So what is the next step here? Is here two options are there. Two steps are there here. So what is here? Go click on edit. Next. So this is the approver 2. So if this is in between 4 and 6 now. The same options in between. There is no any other criteria I am giving. Just in these two criterias. If you come down, these two criteria, I'm updating as 4 and 6 only. See here, 4 and 6. Here also 4 and 6. This is the approval process behavior when in between this. So now the approval, that let's say the discount is in between 5%. Okay, in between 4 and 6, it is 5%. So approval process behavior is what? So it is going to take the step number 2 first. Right? So it is going for a manager approval. Next, it is going for the step number 3. Yes, this condition also satisfied. Then it is going for the senior manager approval. Okay. So no need to give any actions because if the senior manager approved means directly it is jumping into the here final approval. Got it right? So directly it is jumping into the final approval. Right? So it is showing that approved. So discount is approved like this. Okay. Now let us say discount is, for example, 7% I have given. So now directly the system is skipping all these steps 1, 2, 3. So it is launching the 4th step. So in the 4th step, I have updated this to 6% and it is to 8%. Okay, it is going for the manager approval, right? So what is the approval process behavior? Immediately it is jumping to the next step. So it is in between 6 and 8. Right? Yes, this condition also satisfied. So again, it is going for the senior manager approval. Right? What are the steps, actions I have written here? So if the manager is approved, then immediately it should update as senior manager approval pending. Instead of approved status, I am updating it as senior manager approval pending. So next come down. Here also see here. If the senior manager approved, what is the next step? VP approval pending. Right? If the senior manager in the second step, so if the senior manager approval is happened, then it will immediately updating the status as VP approval pending. Then final action. So if the VP is approved, right? If the VP is approved, no need to add any actions. Directly it is showing as approved. That's it. Got it right? So these two are the changes I did here. But I am being okay. So just I have updated this value instead of 0.02, I have updated at 2 and 4. That's it. That's it. Right? So 2, 4, 6, and 8. And I have removed actions. Right? That's it. Okay. So remaining process are the same in the approval steps, whatever the process we have followed in the previous class, the same process we need to follow. Okay. So in every object, we can create number of approval process, but so only one approval process should be active at a time. You can create number of approval process, but only one should be active. So see here, previously I have activated this. Let me deactivate. Right now I have deactivated. Now come here, just activate this. Now you got it. Okay. Let me check here. Come here, refresh this, remove this. Let us come down from starting 3%. This is the first approval step. This is the first approval step. So if the discount is 3%. Okay, let me save this and go here. Just click on this submit for approval. Okay, submit. Okay, let me, okay, already it is there, right? Okay, let me take another opportunity. Go back to one more opportunity here. Okay, Edge Communications. Let me open this Edge Emergency Generator. Okay, now come down. Amount field is also there. Discount status I am providing it as 3. Now click on save. So what is the automation approval means? So if I click on this 3%, when I click on the save button, immediately it should go for a submit for approval. Right here, but here I am updating the submit for approval manually. Okay, click on it, submit. Okay, the fields are empty here. Okay, got it. Let me add the fields. Then the admin. Let me add a trainee and let's say Dhanraj admin lead. Okay, like this 4 I have given. I will show you how the system will take. Okay, now let me add this 3. Now submit for approval. Okay, now come down. See here. If the discount, this is the first approval step. The discount is 3%. It is going for a submitted for approval. Come down. Come down. See here. What is the approval history? It is. So it is pending. So initially it is submitted, and now who is the first approver? Approval 1 is Dhanraj admin. So the name itself it is showing. See, assigned it to Dhanraj admin. Okay, let me go to this and approve it. Okay, approve. Approve. Okay, now go back to again opportunity. Now let me update the same with. See here, discount status is final approval action approved. Okay, so now this step is working. Now go back to here, update it as 5. That means it is going for a next approval process. Okay, so that is in between 4 and 6. So it should go for 2 approvals now, right? It should go for 2 approvals. Click on save. Let me check. Submit for approval. Submit. Now come down. See here, submitted for approval. Now come down. Come down. So who is the first approver here? In between 4 and it is in between 4 and 6. Okay, so it is going for Dhanraj admin. Let me approve from Dhanraj admin. Okay, approve. See, still it is in pending only. Why? Just now I have approved. See, the 3 options are left. Okay, just now I have approved, but still it is in pending. Let me go back. What happened? Come down. Come down. See here. What is the discount status? Now the manager is approved. If the discount is 5%, the manager is approved. Right? So who is the next? So user, whenever the user logged into the screen, the status he will check. So he will check like, okay, senior manager approval pending. So what is the history? Come down. Come down. See here. So Dhanraj is approved. Who is the second approver? Trainee SF. Right? Let's check. See, approver 2 is Trainee SF. Now you got it right. So system is going for the Trainee SF approval. Let me go into this. I am the system admin, right? So I can go. Right? But in real time, only the person, whoever the assignee person is there. So he needs to log in and he can approve it, approve or reject it. Okay, let me approve this now. As a trainee, I am approving it. That means I am the senior manager here. Now, senior manager is trainee SF, he is approving it. Approve. Done. See, now the green symbol. Approved. Okay. Now go back again. Let me check the third scenario also. What is the third scenario? Let me update it to 7. Okay. It should go for 3 approval process now. Save it. Now again click on the submit feedback. Submit. See here submitted for approval. Come down. Come down. Who is the first one? Manager. Just manager. Okay. Just go to this. Approve it. Now you can check this here. Status will be still in pending only. Okay. Still it is in pending. Now go back to this opportunity. Come down. See. So it is with the senior manager, trainee as a senior manager. So again now senior manager is logged into the screen. Again he approved it. Approve. See, still it is in pending. What happens? It is going for a third approval. Right? It is going for a third approver. So who is the third approver? Again Dhanraj admin. Let me check. Who is the third approver? Come down. See here. So he is the manager, senior manager, and vice president Dhanraj. Okay. So the same way you can see, right? If you open all, see, you can clearly see this. So it is initially submitted to Dhanraj admin. So Dhanraj approved it. And again, it is submitted to trainee. So trainee, that means senior manager approved it. Again, it is going for a VP. So we under the VP, it is in pending stage. Right? So again, I am logging as VP. Let me approve this. Approve or reject, you can do anything. Okay, see here, approved. Now go back to here, come down, check the status. See, VP is also approved. Hope you understand. Right? So now let us come to our concept. So let's say, for example, manager is some out of office, something is there, right? So he is far away from office, but you need immediate approval from the manager. He is not in front of the system. Let's say he is not in front of the system, but you need immediate approval from the manager. Right? Within within half an hour, you need approval from the manager after checking all these details. Then what you need to do? You need to send an email to your manager and ask for an approval. So manager sees that, okay, this is an emergency approval that needs to be approved, but there is no system in front of me, but still I need to approve. Right? For this, Salesforce is giving one more option for us. So email approval. From the email itself, you can approve it. No need to open the Salesforce, and there you need to update all these things. Directly from the email itself, you can update to approve. Okay. So if in the email, if it is approved, then automatically the status will change here. So for this, go to setup. Check for process automation settings. Process automation settings. See here, under this process automation, we are having process automation settings. Just click on this. You come down, see here, email, see, come, enabling email approval response. What it is saying? Let users reply to email approval request by typing approve. Like this, they need to type approve or reject. Then only system will understand. Okay, so they are sending this message approve or reject. So based on this response, system will update the status approve or reject. Right, in the first line, when you click on this reply button, in the first line, they need to submit it. They need to type as approve or reject. If you want to add any comments, adding comments in the second line. Okay, not in the first line. Just click on this and save it. That's it. Let me take this. We have the default user. Let me take the admin. Save it. Done. Completed. Process automation is completed. Okay. Now go back to our flows. Open any flow, another flow. All opportunities. Edge installation. Okay, it is closed to right. Let me go back to same Burlington textiles. Okay. Now come down. Let me update this to some 3%. Okay. The first scenario. Let me click on now. Okay. Now save it. Just check for the submit for approval. Okay. Okay. Still it's in pending status. Let me update this. Back. Okay. Now come here. Click on this submit for approval. Okay. Just click on the submit for approval. Right. So if you want to write any, add any comments, it is an emergency, please approve it. Okay, it is an emergency, please approve. Like this, you can approve. Click on submit. That's it. Then go back to your email, go to your inbox. See here, discount approval. This is the one. Burlington Textiles. These are the previous ones, right? So all the previous ones, now I not require all these things. That's the latest one. This is the latest one. Just open this. Okay. So this is the email template which we have designed, right? Hi, an opportunity Burlington Textile so and so for approval. Here are more details. Okay, name I'm sending, amount is there, close date is there, stage is payment pending, discount is 3%. Okay, when I see as a manager, I am not in front of the system. So I can read all this email. Okay. So he is an very important user for me. And so amount is also fine. And within this close date, he is going to close the deal. And the stage is still okay. He is ready to purchase the whatever the product is there. So discount is they are offering 3%. So I'm not in front of the system, but I need to approve it. Right? This is an emergency case, let's say. Right? If the team had added some extra note, then obviously, so see here, this is you can reply, approve or reject to this email for automatic approval. This is the sentence I have not added in my email approval. You got it? In the email template, whatever the template which we have added, this sentence we have not added. Right? So directly it is added from the system itself. Got it? So let me reply to this mail. Reply. So let me check what is the status here. Submit for approval. Okay. So approval history is also submitted for approval. Okay, now go back to this email and it should be approved, right? What will the process automation settings under the process automation settings? See here, approve. Okay, go back to our reply mail. Just click on this. That's it. If you want to add any comments in the second line, you need to add any comments. Okay, so approve. This is the way you need to see. Directly they have given approve. Just copy this and paste it here. Like this. That's it. If you want to reject it, yes, directly you can reject it from this. Okay, just send. That's it. Right? No need to sit in front of the system. No need to open this complete opportunity and study what is the amount, what is the discount percent. No need to study. Directly in the template, we have provided all these details. So he can open this mail and check all these details. If he is satisfied, he can approve it, or if he is not satisfied, he can reject it. Okay, let me send this. Done. Completed. Now go back to our Burlington Textiles. Right? See here, the status is in pending. Come down, come up. See here, discount status is submitted for approval. Right? Just refresh the screen. See here, I have not done anything. Right? Discount status is approved. If you come down, see here, approved. Hope you understand, right? How I can approve from the email itself. Directly you can send approve or reject. That's it. Right? This is the way we can approve from the email. In the next class, we are going to see Web2 lead concepts. So there are leads are generated, right? So directly from the system. So whenever you are inquiring, let us say I'm purchasing a bike or something. Let us say Royal Enfield bike. I'm interested. I'm going to purchase. Right? There will be some inquiry forms will be there. So if you go to some Royal Enfield, not only this one, any customer website, if you go, right? If you come down, see here, some inquiry form will be there. In the if you go to any bank websites, there will be inquiry form, right? So like this, if you want to purchase anything, there is some inquiry form will be there. By using this inquiry form, right, from the web browser only, from the web browser only. So let's say I'm interested in purchasing this one of this bike, right? That means I'm interested. I need to sell. I need to tell to the Royal Enfield sales representative that I am going to purchase this bike. I'm interested. Lead is nothing but a showing interest in your product, right? So when I have given these details, full name, email address, motorcycle, mobile number, pin code, from the next minute onwards, they are going to call me or message me or email, right? By means of some marketing techniques, they are going to contact me, right? That may be using emails or something, anything, right? Right? How from the web itself, how I need to create a lead in the Salesforce, right? In the Salesforce, these leads, right? So from the web itself, I'm going to create a record here. So by means of this record, they are in the back end team. So they are going to check, okay, he is interested. This is the mobile number. This is the email address. Okay, I can contact him. Now the sales representative will immediately contact him. If you are satisfied, then you comes under the sales qualified team. So then, they will provide some opportunity, right? Now you will ask for a demo. Got it? So now you'll ask for a demo. So they will come to you, or you can go to the showroom and you can see the demo of the bike. If you are interested, and you will ask for a discount. Let us say the bike cost is 2 lakhs. Now you can obviously you will ask for a discount. So what is the discount you are providing to me? So I will pay at the complete amount in a single installment. What is the discount you can offer? Right? So he will say that I will ask to my manager that you are asking for some 10% of discount. I will ask to your manager. Like this, the discount works, and like this, the web to lead, how the web to lead works, right? All these things we are going to discuss in the next class. If you're having any doubts at any point of time, just mention in the comments. I'm going to respond to those comments. Okay, keep following this channel for the latest updates. Thank you.